This is your Nigerian passport. According to the Henley Passport Index, in 2025, Nigerian passports ranked 88th in the world. What does that mean? It means that if you're a Nigerian passport holder, you can only go to 45 countries, visa-free, visa on arrival. What does this mean for a young professional like yourself who's starting their career and just really want to touch the world? You're already at a disadvantage. While your colleagues are taking opportunities and trying to touch the world, you are struggling to be submitting visa application. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can accelerate your career, even as a Nigerian passport holder, to make a difference in the world. Let's dive in.
Precious. Let's go.
The power of your passport has a big role to play in how far you're accelerating your career. But what happens to a person like yourself who didn't choose where they will be born, the family they will come out of, but you ended up with a green Nigerian passport? And today, you are struggling and your future may look bleak because you are a Nigerian passport holder. I was born in Nigeria in a fairly middle-income family, but in the last course of my career, I've had the opportunity to touch the rest of the world, even though I held a Nigerian passport. There is a strategy, there's a formula you can apply. Did you know that 40% of Nigerians live below the poverty line? Now, this is a data that was put forward by the World Bank. And what that means is that an average Nigerian does not even own an international passport, which should be a national document. In other climes and other parts of the world, once you are born and you're a citizen of a particular country, you get this document, which simply signifies that, look, you're a bona fide member of that society. But I didn't even get my first international passport until I was 21 years old. And I only got that passport because I had the ambition to get a scholarship one day. And so if you're listening to me right now and you do not have this document, the first assignment and task for you is to go and ensure that you get an international passport, because it's where your journey starts from if you ever want to touch any part of the world. And look, many people often think that traveling across the world is for wealthy people, it's for rich people, but that's really not the case. Anybody should be able to travel anywhere in the world they want to go to. If you have an ambition that you want to be in Australia someday to study on a scholarship, nothing should stop you, not even your passport. If you have the vision that you want to go to America and start a family, nothing should really ideally stop you. Go and get your international passport. That's your first task. Secondly, I hope you understand that visas are not expensive. I remember the very first time I was going to travel, or I had the idea of traveling, somebody told me tickets cost 10 million naira. That's probably like $10,000. And my naive mind, I believed this individual because I thought they were very informed. But guess what? They had never traveled, but they told me that the cost of visa is 10 million. And I'm here to break that myth to you. Visas are not expensive. The cost of getting a Canadian visa is only 185 Canadian dollar. Convert that to your currency. The cost of getting a US visiting visa or student visa is 185 US dollars. Convert that to your currency. When you convert that, it may look like a lot of money, but in its reality, it's not a lot of money. You can save it. You can raise that money. Why is it important that you travel? The world is like a book. If you don't travel, you would never open some pages that you could ever imagine were possible. The first trip I ever made to Kenya opened my appetite to want to touch the other parts of the world. Kenya is only in East Africa, but on that flight, I took Egypt Air, and that gave me the opportunity to fly through Cairo, and I spent a night in Cairo. And then from Cairo, I went to Nairobi and Mombasa. That opportunity opened the vistas of my mind. And I said to myself, wow, there is a world out there like this. Even though this was just Africa, opened an appetite in me that wanted me to want more. So if you think your passport is a disadvantage, the first thing I want you to think about is, what are you leaving on the table by not even taking a chance of even saving money to get your passport, number one, and then number two, making a step to apply for a visa. Especially if you're a professional, you're building a career, whether in data science, in artificial intelligence, in international development, it is important that you begin to think about exploring pathways that allows you have a global expression for the career you are currently building. You will get cultural experience, you will get new relationships, and you will get a global understanding of the work you are currently doing, which you will not get by just being in Nigeria. Now, this video is not advocating for people to leave Nigeria, but it is advocating that your green passport should not limit your destiny and limit what you can achieve. Let me tell you the implication of having a Nigerian passport and playing defense. In defense, you say, oh, I have a Nigerian passport. After all, they'll deny me. I'm not going to apply. What's the point of applying? You've already failed before you started the game. You are supposed to be playing offense and attack, not defense. The fact that I have a Nigerian passport, no country will lock its door to me. The fact that I hold a Nigerian passport, no country will say no to me. And I mean it. Why? Because if you are valuable, nobody looks at your passport. If you are a person that brings value to the table, nobody's going to shut their door behind you. And so playing attack is saying, what are my strengths? What are the opportunities I can explore? What have I done that I can begin to document? If you started a business, this is the opportunity for you to begin to ask yourself, are there conferences that are fully funded in America, in China, in Singapore that I can go to? If you have an NGO, are there fellowships that I can enter that would help me expand my cultural relationships and help me expand the sort of people that I associate with in terms of nationalities? And that way it begins to expand your scope. If you run a social enterprise, are there grants that will give me opportunity to travel that I can explore and apply for? That is what playing attack is. Attack is not saying, look, I have a Nigerian passport, so I'm disadvantaged, I'm not going to do anything. No, attack is saying, even though the circumstance of my passport limits me, I am going to play offense. I would apply, I would research, I would put myself out there. That is what you need to begin to do. You have your passport, you have an idea of what the visa costs, begin to apply for opportunities. When we speak about applying for opportunities, what exactly do I mean? There are opportunities that are for leaders, there are opportunities that are for entrepreneurs, there are opportunities that are for researchers and people in academia. You need to give language to what exactly you represent in your society, in your community, or the value you bring to the table. For me, I started as a guy who founded an NGO in Nigeria. And so I was already in the development sector. So I began to look for opportunities that were in the development sector. For example, the Obama Leadership Fellowship. It gives you an opportunity to go to America for 6 weeks. You're going to go to Columbia University and learn under Barack Obama's curriculum, all fully funded. All you need to do is be an individual or a person that has shown leadership traits in their community. Did you start an NGO? Did you do a groundbreaking research? Are you an activist? Did you do something that led to a transformation in a community, in your country? If you can prove all of this with data, real story, and how you're doing this impact, you are eligible to apply for that. There is the Nelson Mandela Washington Fellowship as well. They are also looking for people who are champions that are aligned with Nelson Mandela values. And again, you go to America for 6 weeks. When you travel to a new country, something happens to you. Your cerebral cortex expands. Your ability and how you view the world changes. There is a new appetite within you that wants to do something magnificent for the world. It is important you begin to ask yourself, what can I do that would take me out of this current situation as a Nigerian? Not because you want to japa, but you want to explore other parts of the world. Without money, there are opportunities. This video is to bring education to people who think that all they need is money. No, the first thing is identify your value. Give language to the niche that you are operating in. And then number 3, start to research opportunities that align with your niche and your value. This passport is not a disadvantage. Instead, it's a powerful tool to tell a story that, look, irrespective of the color of my skin, I'm going to lift the flag very high. And I have a mantra, everywhere I go, my Nigerianness must shine. My Nigerianness must be proud. I must make Nigeria proud. And I've had the incredible opportunities of sitting in rooms with people from across the world. I've had the incredible opportunity of traveling, not because I have a different passport, but because I started playing attack, not defense. Let me tell you a story. I had an opportunity to go to France. And this opportunity was already done and dusted. Money was not a problem. Flight was not a problem. However, the problem that I had was my Nigerian passport. The country where I was at that particular time In order for me to go to France, I needed a visa, a Schengen visa. And this Schengen visa meant that I had to apply to the embassy of France in that particular country to be able to travel to France. Between the time I got the invitation to come to France and the time I was going to start the application process, it was very hard and very difficult. There was no appointment available for me. It was fully booked. If I had a different passport, maybe a European passport, all I needed to do would be to carry my bags, go to the airport and fly away. But this time I had to apply to the embassy. And I missed that opportunity because the embassy didn't have an appointment. Now, if this was a life-changing opportunity, I would have missed it for life. The door was open right in front of me, but my passport didn't allow me to walk through that door. And so I want to advise you, begin to ask yourself, will I play defense or attack? Play attack, go on the offensive side. Look for opportunities. If you can, get a Canadian visa, get an American visa, get them stamped on your passport, get a Schengen visa. Even if you are not traveling, just get it. Because you just never know the day an opportunity will come and find you. This video is to encourage somebody out there who's thinking that, oh my goodness, like he's just talking, what about the money? How is he going to do it? That's you playing defense. You must enter the attack. You must play the offensive side. So let me know in the comment section, have you traveled to any country outside of Nigeria? What was that experience like? If you would like to learn how exactly you can apply for opportunities, type in the comment section and make sure you subscribe to join the channel. That way, every time anything comes on this channel, you'll be the first to know.